And Betty Richardson, my buddy Betty Richardson in North Carolina, getting ready to do another big event. She's going to bring in Tom Chenault. That ought to be a fun event. And we've got Nicolette. Welcome. Lots of great, amazing longevity superstars on this. Hello, Denny. Welcome to the call. And welcome all of you 1 stars and above. Good morning, Rhonda Coombs. Welcome to the call. And Kenny Roberts. Great to have you on.
We're getting there.
Hello, Sherelle. Welcome to the call. She looks like she's drinking her BTT, or maybe could be Beyond Hot Chocolate. I'm not sure. I know she's drinking something that is longevity oriented.
I think it
maybe right. Mike's Elf on the Shelf is drinking BTT.
Good morning, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Hey, who was that from Florida?
Verna.
Hello, Verna. And
hello, Victoria, and everyone.
Good morning. Welcome to the call. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that good stuff. Looks like we got the famous Sean Brown on too.
Have we got Kelsey Britton?
I have not seen her yet.
Well, gee, Merry Christmas. She's our...
No, but you have Sean Brown, Tom.
We saw that.
When Victoria says we have Sean Brown, you don't say, do we have Kelsey Britton? You say, oh, awesome.
No, we didn't say that. We said, really? Sean Brown? Really? Really?
You know, I love the way men pick on each other. It's so funny. A woman would be distraught, but men just love to do that. I think it's great. Hello, Cynthia. Welcome to the call. And Roxanne, welcome. And there's my buddy Lanny smiling. Hi, Sweet Pea.
Say the word, Tom, and I can mute him.
And we've got Brenda Peterson. Welcome, Brenda.
Emiola Turvey, Pearland, Texas. Majestic Eagle.
Well, hello, Emiola.
Good morning.
Lois, New York City.
Alex. Hello, Alice. Great to have you on. Man, this call is... Okay, we've got... Oh, it is...
Lois, New York City.
I'm going to hit the mute all button, everybody, so hang on tight 1 second.
I'm checking Britton to see if she's on here yet.
Okay, Tom, you're unmuted.
Okay, well, that's beautiful. Hello, everyone. How are you? I hope you're all having an unbelievable day. I hope you're all completely registered for the convention. I know that you want to be. Marianne and I and Adrian are setting up that longevity influencers room today. And the requirements, I'm going to give you the first requirement for that you're going to have to be registered for the convention to get in, and we're going to check that. So just know that. So if you haven't done it and you do want to be in that influencers group, you're going to have to do that. And things are moving on that front at a major league way. We have enrolled a guy that has got unbelievable skills, and we're just going to make this thing for those people that want a rank advancement. They want to increase their volumes. They want to be stone cold network marketers. We're going to teach you how to do it in there with no holds barred. So that will be called a Facebook group called Longevity Influencers, and it won't be fancy. It's going to be hardcore whiteboard network marketing, teaching you how to take this thing from 0 to 100 miles an hour and not only hold the rank that you've got, but at least move 1 rank above that. So Mike McMillan, you're ranking up. So Dr. Ipe, you're ranking up. So James Earl Moore, you're ranking up, because that's the goal, and we're going to set it into motion where you are ranked up and playing it big. And if you're happy with the rank that you've got right now, then just don't get in there, because we don't want anybody in there that wants to play it like they're, like enough is enough. And the only one that can't rank up, there's 6 people in the company that can't rank up. No, there's only 3. I'm sorry about that. There's only 3 people in the company that can't rank up. That's Cheryl Morley, that's Corey Gold, and that's us. Because we know they haven't built a rank above whatever the heck we're called yet, Black Diamond Ambassador. So, all you guys think that is coffee, but that's my Christmas vodka. So that's awesome. So we love it in my longevity cup. Me and Ed McMahon just drinking the old vodka out of the, no. So those of you that don't know, because some of you don't know me because you're brand new on here and you never heard that I've been sober 30 years. So that was a feeble attempt at humor. But I heard everybody running around with that. Is that the BTT story? So I thought I would talk about that. We are going to have, as soon as we get Kelsey Britton, it's going to be an unbelievable call. We've already got it. Have we got her yet? Okay, that's all right. We're probably going to. Do you guys ever watch Kramer? And they always go, Newman, because whenever Newman walks in the row. So I'm trying to figure out how to say Sean Brown. So anyway, he's coming along pretty quick. So Sean, get that. There you go. Get some light on your face and get it in there. And we're going to come to you right after this while I go track down Kelsey. But first thing we're going to do is have Victoria Barron give us an update on what's going on with the websites, with the order button, with the enroll button, all the buttons. She's the one that's on top of the buttons. She's the one that's on top of the meeting locator. She is the one on top of literally everything. I do not know how I would live my life without her. It's unbelievable. And here we go. Victoria Barron, what's going on out there?
Well, just want to talk first about Christmas Eve. So that Monday night call that you're always used to with Peggy Lapsley, they are going to not be doing that call Christmas Eve. However, Christmas Eve, you've got the Hair on Fire call and the Daily Dose. Christmas Day, all calls are canceled. On New Year's Eve, you've got the special corporate call. The Monday night Peggy Lapsley call is canceled. The Hair on Fire call, they're doing it. The Daily Dose, they're doing it. On New Year's Day, all calls are canceled. So just remember that the corporate office will be closed on Monday, the 24th, Tuesday, December 25th, and also on Tuesday, January 1st. Let's see. One of the things that was announced the other day, as you know, is they've got plenty of aqua bottles. They just don't have the ones that say they hemp on them. But you got plenty of the aqua bottles that you can do those tablets in. But I guess people are just putting in the regular water bottles too, and having great success. Now, I don't know if you have tasted the new caramel chocolate, but honest to criminy, I cannot believe, not that I had one, Tom, but
What is it? What is it?
It is best chocolate you've ever had, the Longevity's caramel chocolate.
Has it got sugar in it?
No, well, this one, it has cane sugar, I noticed.
Okay,
So
good. Sounds exciting.
most of them, the triple treat and the triple truffle, have just the stevia in it. But that one does have some cane sugar in it, but I'll tell you, I've never tasted anything so good in my life. So check that out, unless you're on a no sugar thing, which makes sense too. Anyway, Ted Serrano looks like he's bringing in Doc Wallach to Palm Desert the first part of January. I think it's January 3rd. Tom is going to be traveling out to, I'm going to home him in on a date today, Betty. We need a date on that North Carolina and then Ohio and Virginia event he's going to do that you talked about doing. You wanted to do one. You want to travel around to North Carolina, Ohio, and Virginia. I think it was Virginia. Oh, look at that. Anyway, we need a date.
Am I ready?
And he's going
you should hear my wife. I haven't told Denise about that, and she's up drying her hair, and all I can hear her reverberating through the, because my schedule is already so full. It just reverberates. Poor Dominic sleeping in the whole house. She goes, "What did you commit to?" So yeah, I'm in.
So Betty, we will get him committed on that one today. But I want to talk just for a second about the meeting locator. I was perusing that today. Now you and I both know that every person, I'm going to guess 90% of the people on this call today are going to be doing the beginning of the year, right? Events. You're going to have small one at your home. You're going to have a big Super Saturday at somebody's house or at a coffee shop or at somewhere. You're going to have an event, and hardly any of them are posted, if any.
Why?
So we've got, I don't know, this is the point.
Okay, so I'm gonna, in the longevity influencers, I'm making that a rule too. You got to post your events. We have got to stop playing it so dang small. We can't do that, you guys. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that on this call. Hang on a second. I'm going to get terminated. Okay, if you don't feel like posting it on the meeting locator because your fingers are broken, it's okay if you don't do it, because I don't want to hurt your feelings, because I'm asking you to open up your meetings for everybody so you can make more money. You don't want that. You want to get powerful here. Take it away, Vic.
Oh. Oh my God, I love it. So anyway, we all have meetings, so you got to post them, because if you don't get that awesome synergy from other groups. I'll give you an example. Sean Brown went to North Carolina. We had 3 main hosts there. However, there were probably 8 people that were 2, 3, 4, 5-star, 1-star. They showed. So now in North Carolina, they're locking arms, right? And they're going to get together and do those events. It brings more excitement to your event. And then when people see the room filled, they're more likely to sign up and all that kind of stuff. Bottom line is, and put it on the meeting locator. I don't care if it's a weekly meeting, a monthly meeting. So please, we'd appreciate that. Let's see. So Tom talked about the influencer group. I'm sure is going to continue to talk about the February 2nd event in Houston. That's going to be big. It's a full day with the ambassadors, 5 stars, the Browns. It's going to be a very informative training event. Don't forget to sign. We have a couple great apps. And the free Youngevity app, Youngevity Go-To app, is something you really need to have downloaded. Teach your people about it. We love the contact mapping app. It's only $10 a month. And I'll tell you what, the biggest I've been in network marketing now, I don't know, a decade. And the biggest weakness that I've seen that all people have is follow-up. They just don't do the follow-up. And I'm guilty of it myself. And you have great intentions, and then you say, oh my God, where's that piece of paper? Well, you don't have to worry about that with contact mapping.
You sounded like Sanjeev right then. Oh my God!
So anyway, we're doing tons on the website. We still want you to always send in your suggestions, please. There we go.
No follow-ups due today. This morning I got up and I followed up literally 100% of them before my AA meeting via text. I've got a half dozen calls I got to make on the phone through my routine. And you guys know my routine. I just want to show you real quickly. This business gets so much easier when you just let it be easier. So you look at that. That's my speed dialer. Are you leaders? I'm going to kind of move it because I don't want people to realize who's on page 1 and page 2, because I don't want anybody getting all twitty because they aren't on page 1. But yeah, there's your pictures, the whole shot. I look at it and go, holy mackerel, I'm going to send a little bit of a note to Scott Barduas, and bam, I just punch him right in the nose because it's his picture, and it does it. And that is a speed dialer app on my phone called Quick Fave Dial, and it lets you have 50 people. And so your top 50 people that are your influencers, the people driving your check, are on that list. So that's what you want. And for my family's first, because every time Courtney, my daughter, sees, I used to have my family just on my other thing, and she made that mean something. So now she and Denise is first and Adrian second, and it goes like that just because I'm being politically correct. But then I go straight through Marianne and James. Then I go through Steve Wallach, Dave Brisky, the management team. Sean Brown's on. Okay, let me see where Sean Brown. Oh, there's only 15. Sorry, Sean. Anyway, it keeps going. So yeah, you just do that. You gotta talk to the people paying you. I promise you. Talk to the people paying you.
Just go do what I asked, okay?
Keep going.
Okay. Anyway, we talk about this all the time with the websites, but we appreciate all your input. Continue to send that, victoria@baronbiz.com. And then we log it, and I got to tell you, they got a list a mile long of things that they're doing to upgrade this. I think you're going to see some really good things in January. Lots of new fun things. So back to you, Tommy.
All right. That's very, very cool. February 2nd, I'm telling you what. It is going to be unbelievable. We're going to have Cheryl there. We're going to have all the ambassadors there. We're going to have Raymond and Yolanda, the women. So don't be giving me any heat about not having the women. The women are going to have more stage time that day than the men. And it is going to be hardcore training, one day only, Houston, Texas. no frills, bad to the bone. We're going to have you walk in there wherever you are, walking out of there knowing that you can build a business and it's one dream, one team. You want to be on Luis Ariaza's team? Perfect. You're on it. You want to be on Scott Fardulis's team? Perfect. You want to be on Cheryl's team? Perfect. Because we're all singing out of the same hymn book. And what we want to do is get as many of you people, as many as you Beast Network marketers at that meeting as possible and bring in your people. So we're all building something congruent. And it will be roundtable conversation also, because we don't want to go in there and just broadcast. We want to receive. We want to take this thing to the next level. So let's spin it over to Sean so he can give us his longevity from the mountaintop speech about what's going on. And then we'll go straight from there over to the one and only Kelsey Britton. And it's so cute about Kelsey Britton. I don't want to forget my train of thought here. Everybody takes credit for Kelsey Britton. I mean, I have heard it, and I can't call out the names who told me they made Kelsey Britton in longevity. I can't call out the names.
Stan made her.
No, I know. And I was going to shrink it all the way down to there. You're one of them. Oh, yeah, Tom, how are you, Sean? Well, you know what I've done with Kelsey Britton.
I am not one of them, you loser.
Yeah.
I've never said that.
You loser. Here he is, calling me a loser on tape. So here he is. Da, 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 da. So here's Stan and here's Stan. Oh, it's me. No, it is Laura
Stan
Denson.
and Laura, stop taking credit for Kelsey.
Yes, it's unbelievable. Everybody's taking credit for her.
Yeah.
Oh man, I call her 16 times a day. Da da da. You know what? This woman is a beast, and I made her. I hate to break it to you, I did it. So anyway, back to you, Sean Brown. How's it going?
Well, at first I want to start by saying that Kelsey is who she is today because of me. So congratulations, Kelsey. I know that we Facebook message once in a while, and you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year. This is an incredible time of the year. This is why we in network marketing work so hard all year round, right? So that we can have a fantastic 2 weeks at this time of year. I don't know anybody that has a better Christmas and a better New Year's than network marketing folks, because we choose our schedule and we make it happen. I heard this quote today. I really liked it. It said, see the best in people and then watch them fight to prove you're right. I love that, right? I love the idea of this new year for me personally, just working really hard to see the best in people. And that, can be difficult at times with a guy like Tom or other people. But, you can do it. You can do it. You can see the best in people and then watch them prove you right. We have some big goals coming up this year, both at corporate and in the field. We have a lot of things that we're going to be looking to accomplish. This is an incredible new year. Hemp is back in stock, all the products, and we have tons of them. And so this is an exciting time to be able to get that product going. We continue to see good results. We continue to see really awesome things happen. We have that New Year's call. You're not going to want to miss that. We've got some big announcements there for you. So make sure you're getting on that and getting your people on that. Here right now, we have the rock stars on this call, right, Tom? I mean, anybody that gets on this kind of call to invest in themselves and their business a few days before Christmas is fantastic, right? And just shows that they're serious about building this business. And we're lucky to have you, and we're excited to have you. We have a big goal to hold over 100 events next year, both hemp events, both healthy body packs events, right? We're gonna take this thing by storm and build an event culture. And as Tom Chenault says, play it big. So start getting your requests in now, right, for those events so that we can make them happen for you. From corporate, we'll support you with the room. We look for you to have about 75 to 100 people. We really want to start focusing on making sure these are guest events and really driving, those results. We can do it any way you want. We can tailor these events. We can make them happen in the right way. But let's not sell ourselves short. Let's make sure that we're getting together with other 1 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, and 5 stars in our areas and making sure that these events happen. They're critical, right, for you to have a successful business. Nothing replaces belly to belly, face to face. And I know those of you that did events with us, this last year are glad you did. We had a fantastic result. And so let's get those requests in and let's start making them happen. Victoria can assist with that. Your ambassadors can assist with that. We're excited. It's going to be a great year. And if you have any questions, as always, I'm available. You know, my email is Sean, SEAN @youngevity.com. That's Sean @youngevity.com. Facebook Messenger works too, but I am happy to help you in any way I possibly can.
That's beautiful. And your son, that kid, you know, which kid was that? Which was that? Number one?
Jaden, he's 12. Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, all right. So here's something else I want to talk about. I did not know Scott Fardoulis could even spell David Allen Capital. I didn't even know it. I've never heard him talk about David Allen Capital, anything. So he must have run into somebody that needed some money. That's all I can figure out. Because I'm telling you, I'm laying around eating bonbons, wishing I was, you know, rich. And all of a sudden I got this email in my mail. Congratulations. You have just made $600. I don't know what Fardoulis did, but it says Fardoulis who did it. And I got $600. I don't even know. Now, I didn't have to be a 1, 2, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star, 6 star, 7 star, 8 star, anything. I think I just got that money because Scott happened to talk to somebody that needed money and needed money right now and went to David Allen Capital. If you haven't done that, and Battistelli's been talking about it forever and validating what David's saying, but if you don't understand that whole deal, it is another vertical of ours. And, you know, if you're focused on it, that's one thing. I love you. And if you're not, I love you. But know it's out there because Scott ran into somebody that was probably about ready to blow their brains out because they couldn't get money for something or another. And he said, you know, I might have an idea for you. Have you thought about talking to Wade Cordell or David Rutz? And the next thing you know, Scott, I hate to think of how much money he made off that transaction, but I'm just sitting here on my couch and I got that email. And you know what? I'm not going to call Rutz. I'm not going to tell him he might have made a mistake and I probably didn't earn it. I'm going to make him come back and get the money because I'm telling you what, I like money. So in the story there, going back to Kelsey Britton. Kelsey Britton is unbelievable. She has got this thing. I have been to GoPro, which was the experience of a lifetime. You've got to go next year. Luis Ariaza just bought 200 tickets. Why? Because it reinforces what we're doing at Youngevity at a level you cannot believe. I bought 100 because I've only got half as much money as him. But at the end of the day, you want to go to that next year. But one thing they did a lot was they showed how to have network marketing powerfully meet social media. And we need to learn that because there is so much going on with these little private rooms and private groups and Instagram and Snapchat and all that jazz that it sounds not in Tinder and Match.com and eHarmony. So I joined them all. No, I'm kidding you. That's the lie. So that's the people that take the humor. So look at Mike Battistelli. So no, I only joined the first couple, but I thought that was kind of funny. So anyway, look at that cat behind Mike McMillan. If you guys see that cat, I could not figure out what that was. I thought it was a robot or something, but it's actually a cat. But at the end of the day, you guys, you want to learn what Kelsey Britton is teaching because it is relationships. It's taken people into the funnel, which is all I talk about is using the contact mapping app, the 65 days in a wake up, the 2 coffee shop interviews a day to get them into the funnel. And at the end of the day, they go into the funnel and then you turn them into network marketers. Kelsey Britton is the best at bringing them into the funnel. But then she doesn't just sign them up and leave them. She serves those people, treats the retail customers like retail customers. The people that just want their products for free is another level. And then obviously the distributors, and she has ranked up and she's doubled her check. Now, think about that. Isn't that the 2 things you want to do? Rank up and double your check? Yeah. Hell yes. You don't want a bunch of perks. You want to rank up and you want to double your check. Take it away, Kels. I love you.
Thanks. Can you guys hear me okay?
Sure we
I wanna
can.
make sure. Okay, perfect. Little disclaimer. I forgot to turn my dryer off, and it makes like a sound. So if you guys hear that, while I'm talking, it'll just wake you up and make you pay that much more attention, I hope. But like Tom was saying, with our organization, we've been in Youngevity for 3 years, and I would say over half of our organization and customers and volume comes from something that originated on social media, which is super exciting because social media is something that you can take advantage of, whether you're doing Youngevity alongside your full-time job, your part-time job. Maybe you're a single mom and you have, multiple jobs and you're not really sure when to fit in the phone calls or when to, fit in the meetings. Social media can be your outlet for, those gap moments that you have in your day where you need to fit some business building activities in. So we started doing that because I'm a mom of 3, and sometimes, someone will be sick or they won't have school, or all 3 of them will be home with me, and taking them to like a real coffee appointment or trying to do 20 phone calls in a day with 3 children 8 and under it just wasn't realistic for me on some days. Now I do that when they're at school and when I do have the time. So I want to make that clear. Social media is not the only thing that we do to build our business. We still do what Sean was talking about, the belly to belly and the phone calls and the meetings. We still do all of that. We just add social media to that strategy, and it really has exploded our business. So, also, it's a great connection builder. So we all are told to make our list in network marketing and in Youngevity. And, sometimes we'll talk to everybody on our list and we're, not really sure what to do next. In the beginning, we had a list of about 60 people because we moved to a town that we didn't know anyone. We lived there for like 3 months and then started Youngevity. I didn't know you had to know people to do network marketing. But we started out with 60, and there was only about like 11 out of that 60 that said yes to anything, which I like throwing that out there because 11 yeses sounds great, but that's a lot of no's, right? But there was that buzzer. That was our first list, okay? But social media is a way that you can attract people and find more people who are interested in what you're interested in, and you can add more people to that list or to the funnel like Tom was talking about. So I'm going to try to screen share. Let's see. Can you guys see this? Yes, perfect. Maybe, there we go. Okay, so social media in your YGY business. As of the second quarter in 2018, Facebook has 2.23 billion monthly active users. So there are a lot of people on Facebook. If you guys have a Facebook, put Facebook in the chat so then we can all add each other and see what we're doing. If you don't have a Facebook, just say, put scared in the chat. Okay, so in the second quarter of 2018, Instagram has 1 billion monthly active users. And I put these stats on here because these are the 2 most popular social media platforms. But I also wanted to put on here that Facebook still has more. So Facebook is a great, safe place to start if you haven't started marketing your business on social media. I know right now Instagram is trending and everyone's like, oh, I got to learn Instagram. I got to learn Instagram. But there's still more people on Facebook. So clearly with these numbers, social media can be very lucrative for your business if you do it correctly. So there's a right way and there's a wrong way. And I've compiled some examples and some pointers that will help you guys either get started marketing your Youngevity business or restart marketing your Youngevity business on social media. So first you have to ask yourself 3 questions. What is your purpose? A lot of us, whenever we start in Youngevity, we have a purpose, right? We have a why. In social media, it's the same. What are you wanting to accomplish by posting on social media? The people that are the most successful on, getting results from social media, like actual customers and actual team members joining their longevity business, are those that post with a purpose. They're not just throwing something up on their Facebook wall or their Instagram feed just because someone told them to. So like my purpose, for example, I want to help moms and families, take those baby steps toward a healthier life. So everything that I post is going to be in that realm or in that vertical. I also want to help families, get out of debt, because when we first started, $200 made all the difference in the world for our family. So that's part of my purpose. That's my purpose on social media. That's what I post about. I kind of keep in that realm. So ask yourself, what is your purpose? The next question is, what is your brand? People, we're all in longevity. We all are leaders. We all know that we have the best products and we have the best company, and that everyone in the world, should be on our products or, in our business. But people don't actually buy in, the people on your social media, they don't actually buy into your product that you're taking a picture of and posting, or longevity as a company. They buy into you. So really you need to work on branding yourself and asking yourself, what is your brand? What are your quirks? What makes you you? So an example for me, my brand, kind of unfortunately, is I'm a hot mess mom, okay? And I don't have my stuff together most of the time. But that's okay, because, I'm relating to those moms that are out there that, are struggling with, 3+ kids at home, and, they're not wanting, or they're, wanting to make more income from home, or, they want to be healthy, but they think it's too hard. And, that's my brand. That's who I'm coming across as. And then the third question is, who are you wanting to attract? This is my favorite one, and I think it's the easiest for network marketers and longevity leaders to understand, because we've been coached from the beginning to think about our perfect business partner and, what are they great at? What do they look like? What kind of people are they? So you want to think about this and ask yourself, because this is a great question for your social media. If you're wanting to attract professionals into your funnel, you don't want to be doing a whole bunch of unprofessional posts day in and day out, right? So these are your 3 questions. What is your purpose? What is your brand? And then who are you wanting to attract? So once you can answer those 3 questions, then you can follow these guidelines. Guideline number 1 for sure is to buy Alex Tice's book, Stop Pitching and Start Connecting. It's on Amazon. I think there's also a website for it. But this has great tips specifically for each social media platform. So there's tips on there for Facebook. There's tips on there for Instagram, Pinterest, blogging. Just different, tips and tricks are in this book. So that would be a great start for you. Okay, so now let's get into posting, and here are some of my examples. So you want to follow a 90-10 rule. So 90% of your posts are not business related. So, and 10% of your posts can be about your product, service, or your opportunity. So many times I go to people's profile, and every single post is a product that they are, begging people to sell almost, or, before and after, before and after, before and after, before and after. And what happens when people see that from you, they actually get turned off, because people come to social media for connection. They don't come for a commercial. So you want to make sure that you are not that person that is just constantly promoting the company, or constantly promoting HempFX, or constantly promoting, your car bonus, or, whatever it is. You just can't be promoting it constantly. So 90% of your posts need to be not business related. That can be your family. That can be a quote. That can be, I have this example up here of a cookie recipe that I use. So all of these things, like your lifestyle, you're not posting about your business, but you're still showing them, how great your life is because of network marketing. Like, my kids don't have school on Fridays, so I love to post that we're out and about, at 10 in the morning on a Friday, because other moms or dads are having to work and their kids are in daycare, right? I'm not saying that in my wording. I'm not saying, look at me, I don't have a job, thank you, Youngevity, join my team, here's my website. I'm not saying that. I'm just posting it, and then people are like, wow, she's always somewhere on Fridays. I don't understand what she does. And then they'll ask me. So my cookie post, I put it on here because I didn't really think it would get this much traction or this many results, but it did. So I had this cookie post, and it's gluten-free and it's dairy-free, and I just asked everyone to comment if they wanted the recipe. And so I would send it to I would send them the recipe in Messenger, which is a great conversation starter. And then I actually met a lot of moms that I didn't know had gluten allergies and autoimmune diseases and like all of these things. So it really just started the conversation, and I can go back later and follow up with something Youngevity related. Okay, so my 10% post example is our car. After 28 months of getting a car bonus, we decided it'd probably be responsible to use it towards our car. So we did that. And so I only post things like that 10% of the time. And here's like the actual wording that I used. I think you guys can screenshot that. But basically on the cookie wording post, there's like nothing business related, right? I do that with I'll make stuff with the spices, but I don't say, oh, I use the Tex-Mex rub from Savor Spices, here's my website. I don't do that. I'll just post a picture of the chicken, and people will be interested in that. On the business post, I also didn't say, I leave mystery, okay? So if you put all the details out there, then you're not going to know who's interested, because they're going to have all the details and they won't need to have a conversation with you. So I didn't put the company, I didn't put, my favorite products, I didn't put my website, I didn't put join my team. I just put the facts, and, I said 2-3 years ago we were broke. We both had great jobs, but we were still living paycheck to paycheck. Odds are that's the majority of the people that are watching me on social media. We couldn't pay for our kids' gymnastics. We were tired of not having a vacation. We needed a lifeline, right? How many people do we know would fit into that category? And so I just, I was honest. We took a very reluctant chance, and we said, okay, we'll try it. That try led to this. That try led to this. That try led to this. And of course, I give Dustin all the credit because it was his idea to actually do this network marketing thing. And then at the bottom, I said, we're going to talk about this on Facebook. Comment below if you want to be added to that group or something. And I had a lot of people reach out and talk to me and say, yes, add me. I need a lifeline. So those are some examples of some posting. Okay, another guideline is to add value. So when you have answered your brand question, you really want to add value in that realm. So, and this will keep you from being a sales robot, because no one likes that. But like here I have a picture of a makeup tip. Fill in your eyebrows before you pluck them to avoid over tweezing. Okay, super simple. And to be honest with you guys, I Googled this. I Googled makeup tip. And you guys can Google that too. Weight loss tips, CBD tips or health tips. And I'll just post that on social media. And what it does is it's still like about my business. Like, people know I'm a makeup girl, but I'm not saying, hey, buy our eyebrow kit for, $39.95. I'm just, putting that out there. And what that does is it's going to set you apart from the other people on social media. It'll kind of set you in like this expert category, even though none of us are experts. But when your friends know that you have this value in whatever vertical you're passionate about, they know to come to you whenever they have a question or whenever they're needing something. So just continue to add value. And like I said, Google is your best friend. You know, you can do the benefits of something. You can do, I'll even do like meal prep tips, and I get a lot of feedback on that. I'll do like, you know, how to keep your kids from going crazy in the grocery store, right? Like I'm just adding value. I'm helping the people, and then they know to come to me whenever they need something else. Okay, connection and conversation. So I hinted earlier that social media is a great starting point for connection, but I want you guys to use social media to connect and start the conversation, but don't forget to take that connection offline. So like, you know, put the, like here's an example. Someone saw a before and after picture. They told me they wanted to lose weight. They asked about, you know, what we were doing. And I simply said, you know, I'd love to give you all the details on what we do. Can we talk on the phone? Instagram Messenger is hit or miss for me. You're like 1,000% more likely to close the sale or get a new team member if you're talking to them on the phone or meeting them in person. Why? Because they can hear your enthusiasm.
Say that one more time. It's so important. You got them in the funnel. They joined the conversation with a click, but don't leave them as a click. Talk to them like a human being to a human being. That's the key to this deal, right, Kels?
Right. It's so key because they can hear your enthusiasm. They, you know, can tell you're a real person. There's actually feeling and emotion behind you. You know, it's not just a text on a screen anymore. And so, you know, this girl, and it's fine. She gave me her phone number. We've talked. She's going to get her, you know, weight loss pack. And not only is she getting a great pack that she knows she's going to get results on, but she has a new friend that's going to support her the whole way. And we can keep connecting and keep meeting and keep that relationship going. So make sure you start the conversation on social media, but take it off. And I used to not take it off, and results were very, very low. I would give all the details through, you know, Messenger or through a text, and it just doesn't work as well. So this is a key point when using social media to grow your business. Another guideline, and I'm almost finished, I promise, but another guideline is to be authentic. Don't try to be anyone else but you on social media. People don't buy into your product or company, they buy into you. I can't be Tom Chanel. I can't be Louis Ariaza. I can't be Denise Chanel. I have to be me. And I put this picture up here because it's embarrassing. Most of the stuff that I post is like, people laugh at me, but that's okay because that's who I am, right? So I started training for the 5K in San Diego, and my friends and family, they know that I'm not, or I haven't been like this fit, buff workout girl. And so if I would have like tried to post, you know, oh, I'm so great, I'm running, no pain, you know, they would be like, that is not real. And then they would start to doubt everything else that I was posting. So instead, I decided to be authentic and be real. And I hope my mom is on here because she was so funny this day. Okay, so the first day I started training for this 5K, my mom called, and so I stopped to answer the phone, and I was huffing and puffing, and she's like, oh, Kelsey, are you vacuuming? And I was like, are you kidding me right now? Do I sound like this after vacuuming? Because I was like, thought I was going to die after running. Anyway, but it was so great, like posting it on social media because there were so many people that were like, I'm the same way. I need help. You know, what running app are you using? Where'd you get your shoes? And I was able to connect with people that are on my level that, you know, are buying into me as a huffing and puffing running wannabe. And they want to connect with me and do that too. So be authentic, be yourself. And it'll get you really far in social media. Okay, pick a platform. There's so many social media platforms and it can be overwhelming. Just pick one to start with, get really good at it, and then add on another. So, you know, if you're really new to this, I would say start with Facebook. Google some articles, read Alex's book, become a student of the game for Facebook, and then move on to Instagram or YouTube or Pinterest or, something like that. Don't think that you need to be on each one, because what will happen is you'll have all these accounts and you'll end up doing nothing for a lot of them. So pick a platform, get really great at that one, and then add one on after that. Be consistent. Be consistent in posting, and then also being consistent in the realm of your purpose and your brand. And when you do this, you will actually have people come to you for help and products, which I don't know about you guys, but that is like my favorite part. I love it whenever I have someone I haven't talked to and then didn't even know they were interested in anything I had. And they will send me a message like, hey, I think you are marketing, CBD products. Can you tell me what you have for anxiety? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know you were watching like what I was posting. So yes, of course, let's meet up. But it's being consistent is what's going to get you those results like that. Another thing, like be consistent in posting. I'm really in like the healthy eating fitness wannabe brand also. I keep wannabe in there because it's hard. And, if I'm posting like my low calorie meal on Monday for the Rev 90 plan, and then I go to McDonald's on Tuesday and snap a picture of my 2 Big Macs, large fries, and Coca-Cola, it's going to create some confusion, and people are going to be like, wait a minute, I thought you were like, losing weight and you're on this low calorie plan. Now you're, double fisting Big Macs. So you want to think about that when you're posting. Now, another thing is like, I'm, consistent as far as like natural things. I'm consistent as far as like quotes and motivation. I don't do a lot of negative stuff on Facebook. So be consistent in your posting, but also be consistent, period. Don't post for 5 days and then disappear for a month, because people will stop coming to look at your page for their information. So I believe that is it. Yes, that's it. That's all I have.
Is unbelievable. Yes, we will post it. Unbelievable. If anybody got any questions for her, this is unbelievable. And here's what's crazy. I've been doing these Instagram stories, and you can't like Instagram stories. You just have to, you're watching them, and then I love them. And then I always make a comment. I didn't realize I was trapping myself into a conversation with whoever did the story. But as you do Instagram stories, where I am just being the biggest goofball in the world. In fact, they told me, you almost have to have a congruent brand there. And inside of all the goofiness, which I'm working on finally. And I wondered how they did all that crazy stuff. I want to show you something else that's there. Tom.
Can I add one thing while you're looking for that?
Get it.
Okay, so also like when you start doing this, because this is a leadership call, you'll start doing this, and what's so awesome is that it will start duplicating down your team, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, because it's kind of like a lead by example type thing. So you're like my team, I encourage them to actually just share the same thing, copy and paste my wording, put your own image in there or your own story in there. And they get results from that. They get new customers and they get distributors, and it happens fast. It's like a social media snowball effect. So when you start implementing this into your marketing plan, then it'll duplicate down, and your team will do that as well.
Yeah, so this thing here we learned at GoPro, and I don't know if this is the one you're using it's called InShot, and that is an app I could not figure out. I'd go into Instagram, and I spent like 5 years because I'm old, and I could not figure out how Kelsey and all these guys were doing all that. But this app called InShot, and I don't think it even cost me any money. It was insane. You can put the picture in, then you put the background in, and you can twist the picture, and it just does all that fancy stuff that these guys are doing. But it takes some time to learn this, but if I can learn it, and if Gene Nordic can learn this, you can learn it. And Denise is getting great at it. And it just gets better and better and better. And again, it goes right into the old social media game. Those of you that are asking me, just did my Christmas cards. I'm sitting here doing my Christmas cards from what's in my hand, Denise. She goes, sure you are, Tom. I swear. Okay. Look on the back. He actually wrote a note to somebody. But the fact of the matter is, everything is, we're buying it from ourselves. And it's a creation, it's a cash flow creator. Whether it's David Allen Capital, and several of you, after you saw that $600 check, you said, how the heck did that happen? I swear to God, I don't know. All I know is I got the email yesterday. Nobody asked me for a three-way call. So Wayne Cordell and Rutz must have helped Scott Pardulis out, and here come the rain, and it was $600. So David's going to come on here next week and talk about that. We've got so many things going on with Youngevity. A guy just joined the company. He was my upline in New Skin. Several of you know this. His name was Chris Ebersberg, legend in network marketing. He was the guy 30 years ago, went on to open a couple of companies, went out into the world, said one of the second company he owned, all his investors hosed him. So he went out and started, he didn't have any money, so he started a job as a solar guy, went to the top of that, found out they were not going to promote him because he did not have a degree from Cornell or Yale or any of the Ivy League schools. So he said, I'm done. I can't play this game. I'm not in that club from a college 40 years ago. I'm going back to network marketing. He is a brilliant guy. He did the whole landscape of network marketing companies out there. He spent an hour on the phone with Steve Wallach. He joined Youngevity. In Japan last night, Mike Brosnan, Scott Pardulis, Dan, name this long, talked to a legend network marketer in Japan. And the guy had every company on the planet chasing him with money, and he joined us with no money. He joined us with what we have at Youngevity. He joined us with the potential of being the king of Japan in network marketing. But I'm just here to tell you guys, you are in a big, big game that is going to get nothing but bigger. So I want you to know that. So, okay, so Denise, what? Okay, so unmute your mic. Unmute Denise, please.
I got it. Well, now we got the echo thing. Bye, Kelsey. Love you. You did a fantastic job.
Denise, many people don't know this, but I actually
talk about social media a little bit yourself because you do it a lot.
Well, no, I don't really do it. I mean, I'm trying to get more consistent. I'm trying to do what Kelsey said. And one of the other things that when we went to Haley Hobson's social media seminar right after GoPro, your email list that's what is your gold. And so getting people's emails so that you can be able to email them directly, that is more effective than almost anything. And so that's another thing too, is like Kelsey said, take the conversation offline, but also make sure you have all the contact info and be able to get to them directly through email. That's it.
Okay.
Tom,
because I thought you were. Okay.
Tom, many people don't know this, but I wrote Kelsey's presentation today.
All right, you guys. I think this was Sean. What do you have something else you want to say, Mr. Attention?
I just said that many people don't know, but I actually wrote Kelsey's presentation today. She did a great job delivering it.
I know, it's unbelievable. All right, everybody. Hey, how about Alex Tice, man? His book. I'll bet every one of you ordered that book, and if you didn't, you're crazy. I mean, if it got Kelsey Britton to where she is in social media, it's worth you owning it, and they cost nothing. Go in there and buy that book. Yeah, do that for sure. I just bought a couple.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Love you. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you all. Good night.
Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you, Kelsey. That was fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Christmas and a very happy
Thank you, Kelsey. All right. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, everyone. Go get them. God bless. Kelsey, that was